Hello guys, LENKEN here, and today I thought it was time to give some love to some heroes that hasn't gotten much love from me before. I'm talking about most of them are supporters, and I mentioned it before in my previous tier list that they are quite useless for the boss, the guild boss, the harbingers. When you farm army camps, you don't want supporters, you want to farm those camps fast, you want damage dealers. But there is actually one place where they do shine a lot, and that's in PvP. Especially when you want to farm or attack some mansions where there might be several waves of opponents that you need to fight, then you want some healers or supporters. So I want to give some extra credit to Altine and Wolfgang, and as well Voss, but she's a little tricky actually for PvP. I don't like her as much as I do with Altine and Wolfgang. Wolfgang being fantastic. I mentioned this many times, my favorite. But we actually have a couple of other supporters that needs a lot of love, and one of them being Croix. This is actually a really strong hero in PvP. So take a peek at his abilities and see if this could actually match your setup, because I mentioned if you use him with someone like Fangrim to add everyone into, group them into to the center, and then using this guy's ability will be really strong, since you do reduce the energy regeneration of all the enemies in the area by 70%, so they will be gimped insanely. And then he has, when he's 6-star, he will actually combine this with the silence ability, so they can do ultimates for 3.5 seconds. This is insane. So you can figure that out as well when fighting against really strong opponents in PvP, and they can use their ultimates. That's fantastic. And also he will actually add a stun once he get hit for the first time on the one that hit him. And as well, he has another ability where he actually will reduce the attack power of the opponents that get hit by his ability. So it's really strong for PvP. It's not as good as I mentioned as well for harbingers or other places. He won't be good, but for PvP, this guy, watch out for him. He might actually be worth focusing on. I've seen some players using him at level 150. He is strong. And then we actually have Nicola Lambda that I'm thinking of starting to push because I wanted to try a combination with my new Huyun. He will be really strong, but he needs to do his third ultimate before he gets insane. So you need to prolong the fights or increase his energy as well. And this is something that Nicole Lambda can do really well. So for prolonging fights or increasing the speed like this, she's fantastic. So she has a skill where she grants everyone energy. And besides that, she has some other skills or abilities that also provides energy and then reduces the energy on the one she hits. And then she has this as well. Remember Lacroix and his killing of the ultimates. It's the ultimates that kills us, nothing else basically. And every third basic attack, Nicole can actually prevent the farthest enemy from casting ultimate abilities as well for 3.5 seconds. So both Nicole Lambda and Lacroix really dangerous for PvP. So some of the actually strongest heroes for PvP, I would say. And the two more that I want to add that aren't supporters, one will actually be the nemesis for me, since I will be using Huyun, and there's a fantastic counter for Huyun, and that's another mage, and that's Osgoth, that I ranked one of the lowest in basically all other game modes. I don't like using this guy, but for PvP he will be insane. Because besides doing some extra damage, he can reduce, first of all, he can reduce healing by up to 50%. So he will reduce the healing, and as I said, in PvP you want some healers, so he will be really good. But then he has this ability, which basically gimps all the rangers, nukers, and supporters by up to 50% of the damage they do. So against my Huyun, if I meet Osgoth, I will be in trouble. So really strong guy for PvP. Haven't seen him much on our server actually, but this is one of the strongest, I would say, heroes in PvP, and I'm trying to push him up now on my other account, so I can start fighting myself and see which one will win if my main account can beat a total PvP team basically that are totally different heroes than the ones you would maybe use in other game modes. Number 1, when it comes to PvP, it's still the same. She hasn't gotten nerfed anyone. You know which one I'm talking about, of course. That's Countess Magla. She's the queen. With her stun, you want it up to max it up if you can. She's actually not that important after you gotten. You need 4 stars on this one. And when you get this one, Unquestionable Nobility, you get basically full energy and will make your ultimate from start and stun everyone. So that's why she's so good. But she's not really needed in... This is what she needs to do. It's basically this stun. So once you get 4 star, you could actually start pushing her level 1 ability instead. So the stun duration increases up to 3 seconds, because this is what you want more than actually making her 5 or 6 star. More important, get that 4 star and then start pushing up her ability. And this is one of those heroes that will actually help you a lot if you have trouble in catacombs as well. Try using her, since you want to, in those modes, you want to prolong fights as well to make your healers kicking some extra healing. And then she actually has an ability where she can give some healing to the team as well, so in catacombs. So she's actually good for that as well. But the queen for PvP, and watch out for these new heroes that I mentioned. They are actually old, but new in this video basically. And Oscoth being one of them. And then we're talking about Croix and Nicola Lambda. See you guys.